guys, hope everybody's doing well and having a great day. In this video, I'm going to take you guys to the nighttime skies. One object, actually multiple objects, spotted right out here above Gilbert, Arizona. You're not going to believe what a man captured on video. Speaking of video and photos, last night's skies were very photogenic, as you can see by this photo taken by Kiso out of Decatur, Illinois. Get a load of that skyline, would you? I've put together a small video slideshow of pictures taken from last night's skies, extending from Iowa all the way down to Georgia. But first, over here at the Space Weather Prediction Center, looking at the GOES X-ray flux, you can see there have been 5 M-class solar flares in less than 24 hours. And here's why. Looking at the Earth-facing side of the sun, we're possibly in for more solar activity, as the Earth-facing side of the sun is probably the most active. I think I've seen it so far in solar cycle 25. Most of these sunspots are capable of producing X-class solar flares. As you can clearly see, they are easily producing M-class solar flares, one right after another, and look for more to come. Looking at the planetary K-index, the CMEs have finally arrived. We're in the middle of a geomagnetic storm right now as I do this video. Checking in on the Schumann resonance, you can see in the last 12 hours a very strong series of spikes detected in the Schumann. Hopping over to the Yellowstone supervolcano caldera, looking at the seismographs that monitor the mighty supervolcano, showing some earthquake activity around the caldera at Little West Thumb. All over the northwestern quadrant of the caldera, you can see the red vertical lines. Those represent small earthquakes, and the dark blue signatures you see on these seismographs represent magma intrusion. So there's a little bit of activity at the supervolcano caldera. And a quick look at the power outage situation from last night's ominous storms, once again, that spanned all the way from Iowa down to Georgia. You can see power outages in Kentucky, 12,192, 22,632 customers in Georgia also without power. And looking at a map of the wildfires in the United States, they are still very persistent and widespread, extending all up and down the west coast of the United States, occupying multiple states. And looking at the largest wildfire over here in California, the Park wildfire, 389,000 acres and counting, as that is the largest wildfire currently in California, and I think anywhere in the western United States. And looking at the radar from last night, you can see the storms that started in Iowa. There's the very photogenic storm that moved through Iowa, Illinois, down into Indiana, Kentucky, producing some of the most incredible photos I think you'll ever see of storm clouds, shelf clouds, roll clouds, a combination of both. This is a look at the radar from last night. You can see the radar near Des Moines, and this storm system was moving towards Quincy, Illinois, and here's what the sky looked like ahead of the storm. Bruce and Nathalie from Quincy, Illinois. That looks like a combination of a giant roll cloud on top of a shelf cloud. Unbelievable sky spotted above Quincy, Illinois. And going from Quincy back up to Iowa, Jennifer, 7:30 of 2024. Notice this incredible view of the nighttime sky. Kiso out of Decatur, Illinois. I featured that photo on the homepage of the website. That is one stunning looking sky. Here's another angle of the same sky above Decatur, Illinois. Going back to Des Moines, Iowa, Chris Sloan, radio face voiceovers. Also noticed a highly photogenic shelf cloud above his location in Des Moines, Iowa. That's where the storm started, moving through Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, where they're still dealing with widespread power outages. Southeast Iowa, AJ and Brand, 7:30 of 2024. This is from last night. I received many photos last night of, once again, highly photogenic shelf clouds and roll clouds. The sky was loaded with personality last night. That's why people were taking so many photos of these incredible looking shelf clouds, one stacked on top of the other. Covington, Georgia. This here is not something you necessarily want to see. Looks like what appears to be a dark funnel cloud touching the ground. Photo by Liz, also from July 30th of 2024. That was last night in Georgia. St. Louis, Missouri. Alexis looked up and saw that in the sky above St. Louis, Missouri, as storms were moving down from Iowa through Illinois and the St. Louis area. And this next photo was sent in by Nicholas of what appears to be a water spout. very tall water spout. Check that out. Also from last night, July 30th of 2024, right before dark, he looked up and saw that extremely tall water spout. And this next segment's a video sent in by Seth Donahue out of Beach Lake, Pennsylvania, of yet another ominous-looking sky, very dark, low-to-the-ground clouds, and you're going to see a burst of pink lightning right here. The sky turned light pink and purple. That was moving through his location in Pennsylvania. The sky last night, once again, just absolutely loaded with personality. And speaking of personality, wait till you see this next thing in the nighttime sky. Talk about strange. Here we go. Video footage sent in by Jeremy Johnson. Not sure of the location. The date was July 9th of 2024 at 9 p.m. when he looked up and saw these two objects in the nighttime sky. There's a small object up there that maintains a very steady position, and then there's this object here that appears to have something hanging off of the bottom of it that's a different color. I'm going to zoom in to take a closer look at this object right here, the bigger object on the bottom. I'm not exactly sure how to interpret what we're looking at here. I don't think Jeremy was either. That's what compelled him to take this video. You can see what looks like a steady orange light right there that's kind of got a unusual shape to it. Then there's something dangling off the bottom that appears to be blinking. The size, I would say, is anywhere from probably 6 to possibly 8 feet in length. And then there's that stationary object up above that remained in the same location and didn't appear to move the entire time. I zoomed in on it right there. That was the smaller object above the larger object, once again spotted by Jeremy. I'm waiting to hear back from Jeremy on the exact location of these super mysterious objects spotted in the nighttime sky. Have more mysterious objects spotted in the nighttime sky from right out here in Arizona. This video has narration. You're going to see more highly unusual lights in the nighttime sky.
There's some strange in the sky right now. I don't know what this is and why I'm seeing like this again. But dude, this is fucking crazy. I mean, what the it looks like a glow just suspended in the sky with the naked eye, dude. You guys are it probably looks like a boomerang on screen. That's not what I'm seeing, dude. What I'm seeing is darker than those clouds, and it's moving, but it ain't supposed to be there. This ain't normal, man. I'm not being dramatic. If you guys were sitting right by me, and I don't want to hear any horror about Elon Musk or SpaceX or any of that bull, because that sure as was not human. I can see it from here, dude, with my naked eye, man. And I am telling you, whatever that thing is big.
Whatever that was that he saw in the nighttime sky from right out here in the North Phoenix area, you can see at times it changes color from red to green to white. This was not an airplane. Super bright pulsating lights that were definitely not Starlink. At times there looked like a row of lights in the sky, and then this thing appears out of nowhere that does indeed, like he described, look like a boomerang or something in the nighttime sky. Very bizarre sequence of events spotted in the nighttime sky above Arizona. Great job, guys. Keep the photos and videos coming. I'd like to give a big shout out to my friend Wendy out of California, Mary the Magnificent out of Michigan, Chip out of Florida, Gary and Patricia. Thank you, guys. Really appreciate that. If you guys have any photos you'd like to share, you can send those to reports at MrMBB333.com. If you guys have any videos you'd like to share that won't attach to the email, come over here to the homepage of the website, MrMBB333.com. Look for this red banner that says, have a large video. It's a Dropbox. Drag and drop your video into the Dropbox. Please include your first name, date, and location, and I'll take it from there. Thanks for watching. Have a super day, and be safe out there.